The Lakers' post-game analysis of their 123-100 victory over the Denver Nuggets offers several critical insights from an American basketball fan's perspective, focusing on both the strategic elements and the star players' performances. This game stands out as a hallmark victory for the Lakers, not just because of the scoreline but due to the level of execution and dominance displayed on both ends of the court. What makes this particular win so noteworthy is that it came in Denver, a notoriously tough environment, especially considering the altitude and the Nuggets' impressive home winning streak. From a fan's standpoint, there's a lot of appreciation for how well coached the Lakers were. Redick and his staff came in with a game plan that neutralized the Nuggets' most dangerous player, Nikola Jokic. It's almost unheard of to see a player like Jokic, a two-time MVP, have such a muted impact despite achieving a triple-double. He ended the game with 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists, but his 7 field goal attempts showed just how well the Lakers executed their defensive strategy. The Lakers didn't just guard Jokic one-on-one. They applied pressure from multiple angles, using a committee of players like Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt to throw off Jokic's rhythm. Rui's physical play in particular stood out. He prevented Jokic from getting into his sweet spots and made every shot difficult, demonstrating that defensive versatility can shut down even the league's most skilled big men. From an American fan's perspective, seeing how the Lakers successfully forced the Nuggets into 22 turnovers, which translated into 39 points, is perhaps the most thrilling aspect. It speaks to the kind of scrappy, high-energy defense that is emblematic of championship-level teams. Turnovers are often the result of mental pressure, and the Lakers' ability to rattle Denver with their defense showed just how locked in they were. Denver had been riding high with 9 straight wins, and to beat them in such a convincing fashion raises the Lakers' status in the Western Conference hierarchy. The conversation around Luka Doncic is equally fascinating. After being traded to the Lakers, there were questions about how quickly he could mesh with LeBron James and the rest of the team. But this game served as a reminder of Luka's immense talent and adaptability. His 32-point, 10-rebound, and 7-assist performance showcased not only his scoring ability but also his defense, with 4 steals on the night. The combination of Luka and LeBron was electric, and their basketball IQ shone through. Fans who follow the Lakers closely are aware of how rare it is to see 2 such intelligent and skilled players working in tandem. Luka's ability to hit those deep threes and create plays for others, whether it was a lob to LeBron or a pass to an open shooter, shows that he's fitting in much quicker than anticipated. LeBron James, at 40 years old, continues to defy the natural aging process in the NBA, showing flashes of brilliance throughout the game. His leadership, both vocally and through his play, is undeniable. LeBron's ability to cede control to Luka at times, allowing the younger star to take over, reflects a maturation in his approach to the game. He knows when to take a step back and let others shine, which is a rare trait for a player of his stature. This will only benefit the Lakers in the long term, especially in close playoff situations when having multiple playmakers is key. Another aspect worth noting is how the Lakers' supporting cast stepped up, particularly Austin Reaves. As the team's unofficial third star, Reaves provided the glue that held the offense together, and his off-the-ball movement created multiple scoring opportunities. Fans who follow the NBA closely understand how vital it is to have role players who can step up in big moments, and Reaves is proving to be that kind of player for the Lakers. For American basketball fans, the importance of this game extends beyond just one victory. The Lakers have had a tough schedule, and their ability to go into Denver and dominate raises expectations. This game shows that the Lakers, who have struggled with consistency this season, are capable of beating elite teams on the road, which bodes well for the playoffs. In conclusion, the Lakers' win over the Nuggets was a statement game, not just because of the final score but due to the level of execution, strategy, and the emergence of the Luka-LeBron duo. Fans across the NBA should take note. If the Lakers continue to play with this kind of energy and discipline, they are a legitimate threat to any team in the league. This news interview, from the perspective of an American sports fan, focuses on the performance of Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers team dynamics after a critical game against the Denver Nuggets. Analyzing the content from a broader view, It's evident how this game not only showcases Doncic's gradual return to form but also the Lakers' cohesive defensive strategy against Denver star player Nikola Jokic. From Luka Doncic's remarks, it's clear that he feels more in sync with his game, expressing satisfaction at rediscovering his rhythm on the court. Acknowledging the advice from JJ, likely a reference to a coach or teammate, Luka speaks about achieving a blackout moment, a term often used in sports to describe being so focused that the player performs instinctively. This moment highlights Doncic's increasing confidence and the joy he derives from playing, even as he recovers from a prolonged absence. For fans familiar with his high-level performances, this return is reassuring, signaling that he's moving closer to his peak abilities. Moreover, Doncic's confidence is mirrored in how the Lakers' defensive efforts shine throughout the game. They executed a meticulously planned strategy to contain Jokic, limiting his scoring opportunities and forcing him into uncomfortable positions. The key stat that stands out is that Jokic, who's been dominant all season, only managed 12 points, with most of those coming from free throws. In restricting his field goal attempts, the Lakers disrupted Denver's offensive rhythm. For an American audience, the mention of swarming defense, along with doubling up on Jokic, reinforces the classic notion of how a physically imposing defense can stifle even the best players. Austin Reeves' commentary also adds weight to the review. His recognition of Doncic's comeback is balanced by a deep respect for the team's overall effort, particularly the defensive work. Reeves, a key role player for the Lakers, reflects the culture of teamwork, focusing on how the team executed its game plan rather than emphasizing individual performances. His comments reflect the selfless mentality essential to building a championship-contending team, focusing on collective success over personal stats. Additionally, Reeves and Doncic both praised the leadership within the Lakers' locker room. The structure established by the coaching staff, likely emphasizing rotations and finding mismatches, empowered players like Doncic to play freely. Doncic's usage in more pick-and-roll situations and the staggering of minutes between himself, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves shows a flexible offensive scheme. This strategy allowed the Lakers to better exploit Denver's defensive weaknesses while also giving Doncic more responsibility to dictate the tempo. One of the most critical takeaways from the interview is the larger context of the Lakers' aspirations. Doncic, along with his teammates, is explicit in stating that their goal is nothing short of winning a championship. Despite still working on chemistry and integrating new players, they are aware that their team has the talent and potential to compete for the title. From an American fan's standpoint, this ambition fuels excitement, especially considering the history of the Lakers as one of the most storied franchises in NBA history. The pride in the franchise and the hunger for another championship ring resonate deeply with the fan base. The interview also highlights how pivotal certain players were defensively against Jokic. The Lakers' ability to hold him to his second lowest point total of the season is a testament to their focus and physicality. The detailed breakdown of how they crowded him on the baseline and prevented him from getting to his spots illustrates the team's commitment to the game plan. This kind of gritty, hard-nosed defense is a hallmark of championship-caliber teams, and it's a narrative that will likely be emphasized as the season progresses. Lastly, the sense of camaraderie and excitement surrounding the team's performance is palpable. References to the chemistry between Doncic and LeBron James, as well as the Lakers' hopes for an upcoming playoff push, create a sense of optimism. Even with key players still recovering from injuries, the Lakers are positioning themselves as serious contenders in the Western Conference. In summary, this game and the post-game interviews reflect a turning point for the Lakers. Doncic is beginning to feel more like himself, the defensive schemes are coming together, and the team's championship aspirations are becoming more realistic. This story plays out not just as a regular season victory but as a statement that the Lakers, with their combination of star power and defensive grit, are aiming for the highest level of success this season. For American basketball fans, this is exactly the kind of narrative that keeps them engaged and hopeful as the playoffs approach.